guys, welcome to the Dream is in Your Hands Educational Youth Conference, dropping jewels on the next generation. My name is Lamarck, and I am the host of the Fresh Movement on Party 101.9 Radio. Today, I will be speaking with Karen Kilpatrick from Florida about transforming your dreams into reality in the toy industry. She is the creator and inventor of several plush toy lines, including MeBears, launched with Russ. She is also one of the board members of Marketing Chair of Women in Toys. Karen, welcome to the conference.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Really happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. So what inspired you to get involved in the toy industry?
You know, I kind of fell into the toy industry, which is really interesting because a lot of people tell the same story who are in the toy industry. It's just not something I ever knew existed growing up.
Right.
I had no idea. I was a lawyer. And I started writing books for my kids and started having all these ideas for toys and games. And I just started researching organizations and groups and met people in the toy industry. And it went from there. It was just, I had this creative spark and I didn't know what to do with it. And then found this whole universe that I had no idea was around.
Awesome. What were your favorite toys growing up?
Oh my God, I was obsessed with Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh my God, they were great. Yeah, they were great.
My cousins got them for Christmas. I remember one year and I didn't even know what they were. And then that next year, like nobody could buy them and I couldn't get them. And I would just collected Cabbage Patch Kids.
That's awesome. So how did you transition your prior success into your new reality?
Well, you know, it takes time. You just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Like you have to believe in yourself and you can't give up, especially in the toy industry where it takes, you know, years to develop a line and it's a big investment to make. You just have to keep at it and keep going. And the more seeds you plant, the higher chance you have for one of them to grow and keep doing what you like.
What advice would you give to somebody who wants to start the toy industry, but like, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard to start something new, especially when you may feel like, oh, I don't know if I could do it. I'm a little scared, timid.
Well, the great thing about the toy industry is a really welcoming community of fun people who really help and support each other, which I didn't find, for example, I was a lawyer before, didn't find that same connectivity. So there are a lot of organizations. One is Women in Toys, which is a great organization, not only for women, but men. It's a nonprofit. Student memberships are free. And they have all these opportunities to meet people from toy companies, meet people from Target, from Walmart. You have ideas. You could pitch to major retailers. You could pitch to toy companies. They have a mentorship program that if you're interested in learning more about the toy industry, you can sign up as a mentee and have like the CEO or vice presidents of these major companies go ahead and connect with you. And it's also in, you know, animation and entertainment. So it's a really good resource for students. Again, it's free, a lot of information, and men and women, anybody is really welcome there. So I think it's really about connecting with people, finding mentors, and having people help you along the way. There are a lot of people like that in the toy industry.
That's great. It's really dope to hear that it's very welcoming. That's really nice to hear. So what trials and tribulations did you experience while entering a new arena, and how did you overcome them?
Oh yeah, well, a lot. I think one common trial and tribulation that a lot of people have is just the self-doubt, right? You know, I think you're your own worst enemy sometimes, that you don't feel like you're good enough or that you're creative enough or your ideas fit. So a lot of it was being, you know, learning to have that self-confidence to know that like, I can do this, it is possible. I would say that's number one. And I think that's true in anything you do. Like you really have to learn to listen to yourself more than you listen to other people sometimes, especially in a creative space. A lot of people are going to have a lot of ideas about you and your products and what you should change. And sometimes you just have to hold true to your beliefs and your vision. That and just kind of knowing how to navigate at first was difficult, but you know, again, I say the first thing you have to do is just show up. If you show up, then everything flows from there. So I just kept showing up.
Right.
and then meeting the people I needed to meet and getting the opportunities I wanted to have.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt that you had the idea, but someone maybe, I don't want to say above you, but maybe had a different idea and they were trying to persuade you to go a different route? And if
Like
so, and if so, how did you overcome that?
like all the time, right? So I was at a large toy company, 700 $800 million a year in revenue, have massive brands like Fortnite and Minecraft and Halo, and they're just huge. But they wanted to start a new division of their own brands. And I came across this property that I really believed in and I wanted to launch, but the owners didn't see it. And it was really frustrating. But sometimes there isn't anything you can do. If you're not the final decision maker, all you can do is give it your best shot and your effort, and then let the chips lie where they may. The ironic thing is 2 years later, another toy company came out with the idea and it was a massive success. So bittersweet.
Right. Yeah.
But
So
you
we
know
have a
what?
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying, you just sometimes, you have to go with the flow.
Yeah. I like that. Go with the flow. We have a question from a student. What are the first few steps to take if a student has aspirations of getting into toys?
Yeah, I think the first few steps to take is to look at the trade organizations. Women in Toys is a really great one because it's a free membership and you will have an entry point and access to everything the toy industry has to offer. If you're in an area, I mean, it's a little different now with COVID, but if things start coming back with trade shows, if you're in an area there in New York, Vegas, LA, you can attend a trade show and walk the floor and just see people and meet people. I think the key really is learning about the industry first and finding mentors, because you'll get from A to Z so much faster than trying to figure it out on your own. And I think relationships are key in any industry, and this industry is no different. And you're definitely not too young to start making those relationships.
Right. That was awesome. That was awesome. My next question is about COVID. So how has the industry been different since COVID?
Well, all our fun trade shows have been canceled.
Ah,
So we used to, we had a pretty major trade show circuit starting in Hong Kong, going to Germany, London, ending with New York Toy Fair, which all the toy companies come out and show all the stuff that they're going to be doing for New Year's. And a lot of deals were made in person at dinners and, so that in-person networking, face-to-face stuff has been different. It's been online. It's just you lost some of the vibrancy and excitement,
right.
but and there's been challenges in terms of production and manufacturing with like shipping containers and all that kind of stuff. But the industry itself has been doing really well because people have been stuck at home and they want their kids to play with toys.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I have a niece and she toys is her thing right now. So we're trying to get her toys so that way she does not cause any ruckus. So I just understand that one.
Yeah.
So the statement, the dream is in your hands, what does that mean to you?
It means that you control your destiny. I really believe, like, sometimes you can't always control the things that happen to you, but you can control the way you react to them. And the way you react to and respond things will determine the quality of your life. So if you have a dream, it doesn't matter what happens. There's going to be a lot of obstacles. No matter what, you're going to face obstacles. So how you respond to those obstacles is what's going to determine whether you have success with your dreams. So it's really up to you to work, have that work ethic and have that belief in yourself to keep going through those periods where it's going to be challenging. It's up to you.
I love your energy, and it's just so positive. And I just want to know how you got to that such positive, great energy, because I feel like I know life has been hard. And I know the toy industry, sometimes can be a lot. So I just want to know how you got this great energy.
I think at just one point in my life, like things were like really difficult personally.
Right.
Like, a lot of big things were happening, like massive, big events that affected me. And, at some point I just decided, like, I can give, I have two choices in life. Like I'm going to give up or I'm going to keep going. There's really no other option. So what person do I want to be? And I just decided that the keep going person was the person I wanted to be. And once I made that decision, it became a lot easier to deal with the trials and the tribulations, because you know what? You can't do anything about it. Like you literally can't do anything about some things that happen to you sometimes. So if you internalize it, stress it, and like hold on to it, that's your choice. And it kind of, it's not good. So I just made the decision to always look on the bright side of things. Why not?
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Everybody listening, please follow in her footsteps, because you are doing such an amazing job, and a huge shout out to you. Before we go, please let the audience know where they can find you, follow you, get any updates on some toys, all that good stuff.
So I have a website, KarenKilpatrick.com, that you can go there and you can find my Instagram and my LinkedIn or whatever. But that's the easiest way to reach me. Just go to KarenKilpatrick.com. And if anyone's really interested in the toy industry, please feel free to reach out. I would love to help. Part of what I do is helping people, women in toys is a nonprofit organization, and a lot of my time is help with college students and high school students, kind of helping them navigate. So I'm here if you need me.
That's kind of like a mentor. I like that.
Yeah.
Where do you see the toy industry growing in about 10 years?
It's been interesting because there's been a shift. Even when I started, it was mainly toys built on TV properties. And now, and it was tough to get, it seems odd to say today, but it was tough to get in digital properties and games into the aisle. But now, as more and more things are digital, I think you're going to see toy properties, that integration between physical and digital, bringing digital to physical, is going to keep happening more and more in interactive toys, because that's where kids are. Kids today, they're not really in front of the TV as much as they're on their devices, and they're consuming YouTube and things on demand. They don't have to be fed things anymore. So that really influences the way the toy industry will grow.
Awesome. You have been awesome. I love your energy so much. Thank you so much, Karen Kilpatrick, for joining us today. My name is Lamarck, and you guys can follow me at Lamarck_fresh. And make sure you guys follow Create the Dream Co. on LinkedIn and Instagram, and use the hashtag DreamConference2021. Stay tuned for the next segment. See you guys later.
Thank you. Bye.